So, if you're living with MS, I'm guessing you've heard it a million times, right? You've got to exercise. But you and I both know the reality is a lot more complicated. You've got the fatigue, that crazy heat sensitivity, spasticity, all these things just get in the way. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how to get past those hurdles, and we'll be getting some guidance from someone who really, truly gets it.
And we're going to kick things off by tackling the number one reason, the biggest excuse people give for not exercising. It all comes down to this one little word, time. Yep, that's the big one. And you know what? We're about to totally take it apart.
So, who's our guide on this journey? It's a guy named Jeff Siegel. And let me tell you, Jeff is the real deal. He's not just some award-winning MS exercise specialist with like 25 years of experience under his belt. He's also living with MS himself. And that changes everything. It means he gets this from both sides, the clinical expert side and the I live this everyday personal side. Okay, let's dive right in. That biggest excuse, I just don't have the time. That feeling that there just aren't enough hours in the day to squeeze in any kind of movement? So, what's with this number? 1440? Well, this number, it's the key. It's the key to completely reframing how you think about your entire day.
Okay, here it is. There are 1,440 minutes in every single day. And to help us wrap our heads around that, Jeff has this awesome analogy. Imagine this. Every morning, $1,440 gets dropped into your bank account. Now, someone came along and took just $30. Would you even notice? Honestly, probably not, right? That's how we need to start looking at our time. A 30-minute workout? It's a tiny, tiny piece of your day. It's not a cost. It's an investment in you.
And this brings us to a really crucial point. The problem isn't really about finding a gap in your calendar. It's about changing your mindset. Seriously, getting past these barriers, it all starts with how you see them.
Okay, check out this sleep poll, for example. The big scary headline was all about how 40% of people aren't getting enough sleep. But Jeff, he looks at the exact same data and sees something totally different. He sees that 60% of people are actually nailing it. They're getting the sleep they need. It's the same numbers, but a completely different, way more empowering way to look at it, isn't it?
And this idea, it applies perfectly to worry, too. You know what I mean? When you're constantly worrying about what might happen if you try to exercise, you're basically putting that worry up on a pedestal. You build it up and idolize it until it's this huge, scary thing that completely blocks the solution. It stops you before you even start. The whole goal here is to knock that worry right off its pedestal.
All right, so we've got the mindset piece down. Now let's get practical. How do we turn all this into actual action? We've talked about the why, so now let's get into the how. I'm talking simple, effective ways to just start moving.
And you want to see how simple this can be? Seriously, here's a perfect example. Just get a balloon. That's it. Sit in a chair, tap the balloon up into the air, and then stand up to catch it. I mean, how great is that? It's safe, it's actually kind of fun, and without even thinking about it, you're practicing that super important movement of getting up from a chair. It's not some grueling workout. It just goes to show you, exercise does not have to be complicated. This brings up a question I know so many people with MS have. It's a big one. You start walking, you feel okay for a minute, and then bam, the fatigue just hits you like a wall. So the question is, how in the world do you build up that stamina? How do you go further?
Well, the answer is almost ridiculously simple. You ready? You walk further by stopping to rest before you feel wiped out. And here's the science behind it, which is fascinating. It's usually not your muscles that are failing you. It's your nerves getting overheated. So by taking those little breaks, you're giving your nerves a chance to cool down. And that simple trick can literally help you cover twice the distance. How amazing is that?
Okay, so let's talk about some of those other hurdles, the ones that are really specific to MS. Because let's be real, knowing how to handle these is the absolute key to being consistent and to staying safe.
First up, heat sensitivity. You got to plan for it. Have those cooling tools ready to go. Then there's MS fatigue. And we all know this isn't just being tired. It's a whole other level of overwhelming. The trick is to figure out where it's coming from. Next, you've got spasticity. That's when your muscles are basically fighting each other. And maybe the most important thing of all, safety first. Seriously, if you're not steady on your feet, don't just jump into standing exercises. You've got to build that foundation first.
And speaking of managing heat, check this out. We've got some fantastic super clear data from the American College of Sports Medicine.
For exercising indoors, you want to aim for a room temperature somewhere between 66 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you're lucky enough to be in the water, the sweet spot is 80 to 84 degrees. Having these actual numbers, that can make a massive difference in how you feel and what you're able to do.
So this brings up that classic question, right? What's the best time of day to exercise? And the answer, honestly, couldn't be simpler. The best time is whenever you'll actually do it. That's it. Don't wait around for that perfect moment that might never come. Just grab the moment you've got. Consistency will always be perfection. But why? Why go to all this trouble? Why bother managing the heat and the fatigue in your crazy schedule? Well, because the payoff is huge. It can literally transform your entire quality of life.
See, it's not just about building muscle. It's about that incredible feeling of, I did it. That sense of accomplishment. It's about being able to get down on the floor and play with your kids or your grandkids. It's about being able to do your daily stuff on your own, keeping that independence. It's about bouncing back faster from a tough day and even seeing your spasticity get better. These are the real reasons we do this. This is the good stuff.
And this is really the heart of it all, and it comes straight from Jeff. He says, I have MS, and damn it, I'm in great shape, and I feel good. I want you to feel good about yourself. Wow. That's not just some doctor's recommendation, is it? That is a passionate, powerful plea to go out and reclaim your well-being, to find that confidence in yourself again.
So, it all comes back to that one crucial piece of advice we talked about. The best time to start is whenever you will. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be something. The only real question left to ask is, when will you?